أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين سيدنا محمد النبي الكريم وعلى آله وأصحابه الطيبين الطاهرين ومن تبعهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين وبعد. اللهم وفقنا إلى ما تحب وترضاه واعط لكل عبد منا من الخير ما نواه وصلي وسلم وبارك على سيدنا محمد ومن والاه. Are you ready, inshallah? Inshallah. Quran lovers, Jannah seekers.
Jannah seekers.
MashaAllah. So before I start, I just bring a smile to your face. This one brother, he said to his wife, the Sheikh every single day, he's making dua for me that Allah will grant me a second wife. I said, brother, why you put me in trouble? I never did. No, every day in the Halaqa and the Asr Halaqa used to have Halaqa for Riyadh al-Salihin. And he said, you conclude your Halaqa with the dua, وَأَعْطِ لِكُلِّ عَبْدٍ مِنَّا مِنَ الْخَيْرِ مَا نَوَاهُ. Oh Allah, give each one of us from all goodness what they love. Okay, that's different story now. That's your problem. It's not my problem. So I will repeat saying again, inshallah, اللهم وفقنا لما تحب وترضاه وأعطي لكل عبد منا من الخير ما نواه وصلي وسلم وبارك على سيدنا محمد ومن والاه. Put in your heart whatever you like now. Yes, inshallah, in your heart, inshallah, you will memorize Quran. Yes, inshallah. Yeah, that's a great thing. So at least something that does not bring trouble for me. Okay. Ala barakatillah. Today, inshallah, we'll go through Surah Al-Fatiha, and inshallah, bi'idhnillah, we'll start Surah Al-Baqarah as well. Surah Al-Fatiha, it's a first in the Mus'haf, but it's a fifth in terms of the revelation. So how it's happened? Can you tell me, one of you, who organized it this way? Rasulullah sallam. So that's his choices? Is it his tawqifi? It's not his choices. It's a part of the revelation. Yes. That's what it meant. So that's part of revelation. He will tell them, put this one before this one after this one. So all that assigned by the Prophet as part of the revelation. And if you want to know more about this topic, there are books of Ulum al-Quran, There's a lot of books, talk about Ulum al-Quran. And there is one specific book called Asraru Tartib al-Quran. تناسق الدرر في تناسب الآيات والسور, that's written by Imam Suyuti. He brought 50 evidence to support the opinion that the way how Quran is organized, it's part of revelation, it's tawqifi, and there is wisdom, behind that. And I'm sure you can see the wisdom why Surah Al-Fatiha were placed in the beginning as an introduction for the Quran, as a mother of the Quran. You can see the wisdom. That's clearly, yes, why Surah Al-Fatiha came at the beginning. So it's a fifth in the revelation, however, it's a first in the order. So there are two tartib. There are tartib al-nuzul and there is tartib al-mushaf. As tartib al-nuzul, it comes as the fifth surah, but as the tartib al-mushaf is the first surah. And all of that as being written in a lawh al-mahfuz. وَلُوَ قُرْآنٌ مَجِيدٌ فِي لَوْحٍ مَحْفُوظ. So even the way how it's organized is exactly the same as al-lawh al-mahfuz. And as I said, there are many evidence to support that, and that to be the chosen opinion among scholars. Let's begin, inshallah, ala barakallahi subhanahu wa ta'ala, with isti'adha. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. Repeat. مرققة دائما همزة مرققة فرققا مستفلا من أحرفه وحاذرا تخيم لفظ الآلف. I like this, mashallah. So it's مرققة وهمز الحمد أعوذ إهدنا. All of them مرققات. الحمد أعوذ إهدنا. All that مرققات. So either hamzat qata or wasl, regardless, when you start with it, you pronounce it, the hamzat qata, it will be the same ruling. It's all muraqqaqa. Do not say oh. That's a mistake. A'udhu. 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 Now here it's important. A'udhu. Do not say a'udhu. I heard you, yes. Yes? A'udhu. No, not a'udhu. No. A'udhu. And some they will say a'udhu. A'udhu. No. It's not a'udhu. A'udhu is dal. A'udhu is zai. But here a'udhu. And by the way, the meaning will change. So we have to be careful. What's happening here? We allow our accent to affect our recitation. I would like you to, when you recite, and nobody even will figure that from where you came. It's very important. And imagine if we allow the lahja, the accent, affecting the recitation. What's going to happen? The word will change, and then eventually the meaning will change. لأن الألفاظ قوالب المعاني. ما الذي يحفظ المعاني؟ الألفاظ. إذا ضاعت الألفاظ ضاعت المعاني. وإذا ضاعت المعاني، القرآن الذي سيصل إلينا أو القرآن الذي أيضا سيصل للناس الآخرين غير القرآن الذي أنزله الله. You have to be careful. And you will see the most important knowledge in علوم القرآن هو علم التجويد. Why it's most important? Because if you have not kept the word, how are you going to keep the meaning? Yeah? So the words are very, very important. And if we left it for people to choose how they pronounce it, then it would be a bigger problem. How you recognize the letter? There are two things. Makhraj and sifa. Every letter has exact makhraj and multiple sifat. How many sifat? Minimum 5, maximum 7 for each letter. Every single letter. There is makhraj, the way how you articulate it, and sifat, properties or classification that attach to that letter. Okay? So there is a specific makhraj, we're going to learn that, and a specific sifat for each letter. Sometimes you'll find two letters are exactly same makhraj, and they have many sifat they are shared with it. The only maybe difference is only one sifa or two. You could find that. So that's very, delicate, way how to pronounce. I give you like example to see how it is important the Quran you recite without affecting your slang will be affecting the pronunciation. I give you example. I love that example. So we all know Surah Al-Qadr, yes? How it started? Inna anzalnahu fi laylatil qadr. Yes? Al-Qadr. What's the letter here? Qaf, yes? Inna anzalnahu fi laylatil qadr. Okay, Al-Qadr. Now, let people pronounce it as the way how they speak and their slang. What slang? Street language, Let them, or their accent as the normal dialect. Let them, read it that way. So let's say the Lebanese, he will recite it. Inna anzalnahu fi laylatil adr. Al-adr. Al-Qadr is called adri, yes? Adri. Even Egyptian. But I couldn't understand why Egyptian, they said everything's, every qaf, you go except Al-Qahira. They didn't say Al-Ahira. Nobody say Al-Ahira. They say Al-Qahira. Is that right? They know how to say it. Qahira. They may even make it strong. I don't know. But is that true? Yes? The one say comes to Al-Qahira, they say Al-Qahira. Is that right? But others say say Albi. What's Albi? You know what's Albi? Qalbi. 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 Your Albi. Yeah. أعطيه الألم. ألم يعني ما أنكم تضربوا يعني ألم. No, أعطيه الألم أنا القلم. ألم مش ألم على الضرب ألم على قلم. See, so if you left it for the slang, they will change, the meaning. If you Sudanese will recite it, he will say في ليلة الغدر الغدر الغاء غين, yes, yes. العقيد, they say العقيد الغاء العقيد, غاء. They pronounce it قاف غاء. الغدر, you know what's غدر? To betray somebody, to stab in the back. غدر. No, change the meaning. See, you say like if you left it for the one from الشارقة, he will say نزلنا في ليلة الجدر. They said الشارجة. They said not شارقة, شارجة, شارجة, جة. الجدر. الجدر, you know what jadr means? Roots. Change the meaning. Where is the? Now you give it to somebody from Al-Khalil, from Palestine. He will say نزلنا في ليلة الكدر. كدر. قلبي, they will say kalbi. Kalbi. Kalbi means kalbi like dog, Kalbi is my heart. You are my kalbi. You are my kalbi. Instead of you praise the person, you are my kalbi, you are my heart. You are my kalbi, you are my dog. Change the meaning. This is the reality. There's a ka. Yes? Yes, there's a ka. And on. Yemen is now Al-Qadri is ga. It's between Gadri, between. Even some part of Libya they will say Gadri, ga. Qala, gala, qala, gala. They change it. And who else? Gala, yes, he says he's Sudanese. So many others, they will change the letters. Some of them, they will say maybe even with sheen. The qaf, they pronounce qaf as sheen. Yes, like in some of the Khalij. Some they'll pronounce it even different ways, yes? So we should not leave people pronounce the word of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the way that they like. And that's why one of the sacred knowledge of Quran is ilm al-tajweed. That's protect, the words. When you protect the word, you protect the meaning. مهم جدا علم التجويد. ما هي أهميته؟ واجب لمن يقرأ القرآن، واجب ولا تضيع الحروف وضاعت الحروف ضاعت المعاني. واجب. لماذا واجب؟ يقول ابن الجزري فالأخذ بالتجويد حتم لازم من لم يصحح القرآن آثم. There are two riwayah. There's one version that says من لم يجود القرآن آثم. But there is two riwayah. When we went back to the hand script, we found that both. It was found من لم يصحح القرآن ومن لم يجود القرآن. فالأخذ بالتجويد حتم لازم من لم يجود القرآن آثم لأنه به الإله أنزل وهكذا منه إلينا واصل وهو أيضا حلية التلاوة وزينة الأداء والقراءة وهو إعطاء الحروف حقها من صفة لها ومستحقها ورد كل واحد لأصله واللفظ في نظيره كمثله مكملا من غير ما تكلف باللطف في النطق بلا تعسف وليس بينه وبين تركه إلا رياضة امرئ بفكه. How you master it? ليس بينه وبين تركه إلا رياضة امرئ بفكه. You train your mouth. You want to be a good soccer player? You train your what? Your legs, yes? Yes, and even your mind. Yes, it's not only just leg. You know how, do tricks and all of that. But mainly to train your legs. If you want to be good swimmer, maybe your shoulders, your foot, whatever, needs. Here, if you want to be good reciter, what you do? Your jaw, your mouth, that you train it. You have to pronounce it in the right way. It's an exercise. Exercise will do more you will be even better. وَلَيْسَ بَيْنَهُ وَبَيْنَ تَرْكِهِ إِلَّا رِيَاضَةٌ امْرِئٍ بِفَكِهِ. So it's must to learn ilm al-tajweed. If you want to recite Quran. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَرَتِّلِ الْقُرْآنَ تَرْتِيلًا. رَتِّل فعل أمر. It's a command. It's a command. وَرَتِّل. So it's a must. And in the hadith, اقرأوا القرآن كما علمتموه كما أنزل. The Quran, recite Quran as the way being recited. You cannot recite it in any way. No, you cannot. I tell you one hadith. That's very powerful in this. Before I will mention the hadith. Now, if I say the word al-fuqara, or I will say to you al-fuqara, is there any difference in meaning? Al-fuqara, al-fuqara. Is there any difference in meaning? Tell me. No, there's no difference in meaning. Same. I said al-fuqara without extending the alif or with extending the alif, same meaning. Yes, mean poor people. But look at this. There's one person who was reciting Quran, and Abdullah ibn Mas'ud was listening to him. He said first al-fuqara without mad. He said إنما الصدقات للفقراء والمساكين. Said no. This is not the way that the Prophet ﷺ taught me. قرأ عليه إنما الصدقات للفقراء بدون مد فقال ليس هكذا أقرأنيها النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم. قال كيف أقرأكها؟ قال هكذا مدها إنما الصدقات للفقراء والمساكين. So he never let him to continue without making it with the mad. And knowing that with mad or without, the meaning will never change. But he told him, this is not the way that the Prophet ﷺ taught me. And that's why this mad, we name it al-maddul wajib. Mad wajib, it's a must. You have to make it longer. So you cannot recite in the way that you like. No. You have to recite in the way that the Prophet ﷺ taught Sahaba. You get the point? So it is must. It's very important. And we learn that it's a ibadah. And you should not only just learn it, you beautify it. You make it even better. And we're going to talk about all of that, inshallah. But just keep in mind that it's a must. We are here learning not just to make our recitation beautiful. No, we learn how to recite as the way the Prophet taught Sahaba. So it's very important that we learn that and we focus about this. So whatever time we spend in this, it's worth it. Because it's a ibadah. And it's must for us to learn it. So there is a certain way that how we should pronounce. Why we mentioned that? Because in the beginning, I said, a'udhu. I'm sure people, some of you, they're not focusing that. They will say a'udhu, or some they will say a'udhu. No, that's two different letters. Two different letters. When say udtu, is different than from udtu. Udtu. That means I came back. Udtu ista'adtu. So different meaning. Which dal or dal. A'udhu or a'udu. Okay? A'udhu. We have to be careful. Do not say, you know what? Oh, it's hard for me. Okay. What do you mean? Nothing comes easy. Just struggle, work hard. That's fine. والذي يقرأ القرآن وهو يتتعتع فيه وهو عليه شاق له أجران. You remember the person that his tongue twist? He said وهو يتتعتع. Said the Sheikh, he told him that you are part of those that Rasulullah mentioned. والذي يقرأ القرآن وهو يتتعتع فيه وهو عليه شاق له أجران. There are two rewards for you. Then a word, inshallah. So yes, more struggle, more reward. No pain, no gain. So you need, to work hard and to try your best. Let me share with you this. Do you know that the imams of Qira'ah that you heard about them, Hafiz, Qalun, name to me, like some of those you know. Warish, Hamza, Huh? Duri, Ibn Kathir. Let me surprise you with this. All of them, those ones do you know, and just you mention now even more, they're not even Arab. Imam al-Shatibi said, Abu Amrihim wal-Yahsubiy ibn Amirin صريح وباقيهم أحاط به الولا. Subhanallah. Abu Amrihim واليحصبي بن عامر صريح يعني نسبه صريح عربي وباقيهم أحاط به الولا موالي ليسوا عربا. أبو عمرهم واليحصبي بن عامر صريح وباقيهم أحاط به الولا. هذا من الشاطبية من البحر الطويل. طويل له دون البحور فضائل فعول مفاعيل فعول مفاعيل أبو عمرهم واليحصبي بن عامر صريح وباقيهم أحاط به الولا. That's another thing we inshallah study it later, you know, when inshallah open Arabic program. That's called Al-Buhur. So Arabic, even the Arabic poems, the very unique structures. There are 16 unique structures that gather all the Arabic poems. We'll study that later. But here, in this poem, mentioned clearly, he summarized it. So all of them, they're not Arab, except, you know, those he made istithna. Can you imagine? And now he say, you know what, it's hard for me. No, no, no. Let me even surprise you more. 90% of the Arabic scholars teaching Arabic grammars in the past, they're not even Arab. 90%. Maybe the one of the famous one, Al-Khalil ibn Ahmad al-Farahidi, he has a dictionary called Al-Ain. One of the first Arabic dictionary, they called Al-Ain with the letter Ain. They name it. And there's a reason why he named it like that, based on Makharij. We'll talk about that later. But he's the only one that famous. Another ones, they're not even Arab. You have heard about Sibawayh, Khalawayh, Naftawayh, you know, and all other Imams, you know. They are not even Arabic descendants. But they love Arabic language. And they taught us Arabic grammars. So in one of the comments in one of the sisters, just I asked, you know, you try. I said, I prefer to put the hadith in Arabic and English. She said, no, I wouldn't know. What do you mean? Try. I'm not insisting. I'm just my duty to encourage you, to push you to try my best. If not, so why I'm there? I need to encourage you to learn. And it's easy nowadays. You go to sunnah.com, you write the hadith, part of the hadith in Arabic and English, it comes to you by Arabic and English. Just, you know, copy and paste. It's very easy. So just make some effort. We need to make an effort, okay? So do not say, you know, I'm not Arab. No, no, no. I'll tell you something. That will surprise you more. There are Quran competition around the globe. And one of the Quran competition that's happening in Malaysia. That every year, Quran from different parts of the world, they come. Maybe 60, 70, sometimes 80 different nationalities. Arab and non-Arab. For the last 10 years, no Arabic reciter get the first place. For the last 10 years, there are even some from Egypt, some from Libya, from others. For the last 10 years, no one Arabic reciter get the first one. The first place for the beauty of the recitation, and they focus about Makharij and all of that. And you know how many judges? It's surprising. 30 judges. Not even one. And they are judges from everywhere. You know? And none of those Arabic, speakers, they get the first place. So what are you talking about? He said, no, I'm not Arab. No, no, no. Please stop making that excuse for yourself. You have to focus and learn. It's a knowledge, ilm, it's science. Learn it how you say it, and you will be perfect at it. And I have a student, wallahi, mashallah. Some of my students, they're not Arab. Mashallah. They are very, good and actually are excellent, even compared with those that are Arab. So it's not about Arab or not Arab. Is that one make an effort or not? Okay? And here what we are, having. بالليبي هذا حمارك وهذا السدرة. Okay. Yes. ركزوا وشدوا بالكم وشدوا حيلكم وانتبهوا. So do not say, you know what, oh, it's hard for me. أعوذ 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 بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. See, when I spoke about you should not make the accent over than the recitation, and affect your recitation. At the same time, do not make your tone that affecting your recitation. Some people, they focus about the beauty of recitation and they forget about the makharij. They focus about the tone, the maqam. That's not right. And actually, if you want to beautify your recitation, you have to fix your makharij. When you have a beautiful makharij, that's a great way to have a beautiful recitation. I don't like that somebody his voice is beautiful, but when it comes to makharij, it's a broken one. It's not right. So your focus should be first the makharij, not beautify. And actually, when you have a good makharij, that will help you to motivate, your recitation and to beautify as well. Let's say one more time. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. Yesterday we talked about, is it must or not? We said it's not a must. It's a mustahabba. Some scholars, they said wajiba, but majority scholars, they said isti'adha is mustahabba. But now my question to you, is that the only statement with this structure, or that's fine, we could add some word to it? Can we say, أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم? Can we say that? Can we? Yes or no? Yes, that's fine. That's fine. على ما أتى في النحل يسرا وإن تزد لربك تنزيها فلست مجهلا. على ما أتى في النحل يسرا. So what came in Surah Al-Nahl? فإذا قرأت القرآن فاستعذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. So this is the best form. But if you add to glorify Allah and praise Him with some words, that's fine. No issue. There are 13 forms were mentioned in the Sunnah. There are 13 forms. The best form, this the one. That one we learn. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. Let's stop for Maghrib prayer and we'll come back after bid'Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Consider 15 minutes for those